If you've been hearing about the Dietitian Success Summit and you want to know exactly what it is, what you're getting, and whether it's worth it, this video is for you. I am going to cover all of it in about 10 minutes. Make sure and stay till the end because I have some important details about how to actually get a ticket. So I'm Krista, I'm a registered dietitian and the founder of Dietitian Success Center, and we are hosting our first ever in-person Dietitian Success Summit this September 28th to 30th in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Toronto Beach Club. So the summit runs over 3 days. There are 2 levels of tickets. There's the general pass, who join us for days 1 and 2, and then the entrepreneur pass holders get all 3 days. Now, this summit is designed for all dietitians in all areas of practice. The focus is really on personal and professional skills that will help you amplify your career and your impact, all while finding more fulfillment in your work. So let me tell you what this is actually all about. This is not a traditional dietetics conference. There's no giant ballroom where you're one of 1,000 people. This is a small, intentional, carefully designed gathering for dietitians, and we're keeping it that way on purpose because we know a lot of dietitians feel isolated in their work. Whether you're in a clinical role, community nutrition, private practice, or you're building something on the side, it can feel like you are trying to figure things out alone, and the summit exists to change that, to put you in a room with other dietitians who are working through the same things that you are, who actually get it. By the end of it, our goal is that you walk away with people in your phone that you actually want to text. So one of the things that I want to mention before we even talk about content, because I think it matters a lot, especially if the idea of walking into a room full of strangers sounds intimidating to you, or if you're thinking, well, I want to come, but I don't have a friend to come with me. Just know that when you buy your ticket, you are going to get added to a private DSC community forum specifically for summit attendees. Before day 1 even happens, you're going to be able to introduce yourself, see who else is coming, and start putting faces to names. So by the time you walk through the doors in September, you are not walking in cold. You already know some people. You've already had a conversation or two, and that changes everything. So let me walk you through what this actually looks like when you arrive, and then we're going to talk about speakers and sessions and a lot of other fun stuff. So you walk in on the morning of September 28th, just know that there's going to be music playing, someone from the DSC team is going to greet you, you're going to find your seat, and waiting on that table is going to be an amazing swag bag. So I want to talk for a minute about this swag bag because it is not an afterthought. Inside, you're going to get some amazing DSC merch. We are not holding back for this summit since it is our first summit. We want to make sure that it is so memorable. So you are going to walk away with some amazing items like a DSC branded tote, a water bottle, branded sticky notes, all sorts of fun little inclusions. And the main item, which is actually the DSC Dietitian Planner. So this is a full annual planner designed specifically for dietitians. It is being designed as a product that will eventually be sold on the DSC site. But for everyone attending our first ever summit, you get a copy included, an actual hard copy included. It's going to be so awesome. Now, the other amazing piece of value that you get included in your ticket price is professional headshots. So included for every single attendee. And if you were to get headshots for yourself, that would cost a minimum of $300. And you get a headshot from a professional photographer included in your ticket, you're already dressed nicely. So it's really the perfect opportunity to just get a great headshot and be able to walk away with a fresh LinkedIn profile picture. Now, let me give you a sense of the topics that we're covering across days 1 and 2, and then we'll talk about entrepreneurship. So days 1 and 2, what everyone gets regardless of which pass they have. Day 1 is going to open with a keynote that's going to be delivered by myself about why it's time for dietitians to be seen. We're talking about what holds dietitians back from showing up and what changes when they do show up. Then we go into a session on communication and presence. How do you show up in a room? How do you speak with authority in interdisciplinary settings? How do you hold patient education sessions that actually land? So whether you're presenting to a care team, doing group education, or showing up on video calls, this one is super practical and immediately applicable and super relevant no matter your practice setting. You don't even need to be working one-on-one with patients and clients in order to get a ton of value out of this session. Now, we're also going to have sessions on coaching skills, and not just for one-on-one counseling. The ability to coach, which is essentially the ability to ask better questions and facilitate real behavior change, applies in clinical, public health, and team leadership across the board. It is one of the most underdeveloped and highest impact skills a dietitian can have. And again, regardless of whether you're in clinical, community, public health, long-term care, private practice, industry, you will get value out of this session. Now, we're also going to be having an amazing live panel of dietitians talking about navigating nutrition misinformation. It is going to be a real unfiltered conversation about what it looks like to operate as a credentialed dietitian in a world full of wellness noise. So how do you respond when someone comes in with something that they saw on TikTok, when a family member even approaches you about something they saw on Instagram? What it takes to post publicly as a dietitian without being paralyzed by perfectionism, and what the profession actually loses when dietitians stay quiet. Now, on day 2, we are also going to be getting into personal branding and your digital presence as a professional. Regardless of whether you're a private practice dietitian or not, your digital presence matters in your career. How do you become known for your expertise and your skill set? Now, of course, we can't have a summit without talking about AI. This is going to be a huge topic on day 2, and it's going to be incredible. Now, by the way, I don't even know if I need to mention this, but of course, with the dietitian conference, meals and snacks are going to be provided during the conference days. So you do not have to worry about breakfast, snacks, and lunch, of course. And the food is going to be amazing. The Toronto Beach Club, it is not a big convention center. It is a really cool spot that operates as a restaurant. So honestly, the food's going to be amazing. So now let's talk about the Entrepreneur Pass. So if you decide to purchase the upgraded ticket to Entrepreneur. Now, if you are building a business, if you're thinking about building a business, or you're just wondering if it's something that you want to do, I want you to keep listening because this part is for you. So the Entrepreneur Pass gives you everything in the general pass plus a whole additional layer that kicks in on the afternoon of day 2 and carries through a full day 3. So after our general pass attendees wrap up on day 2, the room is going to shift. It's going to be a smaller group. So it's going to be more intimate energy, more like mastermindy, not so much full conference-y. We are going to kick off with an awesome conversation about marketing, what works, what doesn't work, and how to market in a way that doesn't make you absolutely hate your business or want to throw your laptop at the wall. So we're going to be talking all about marketing. I know that is a topic that you want to know more about. And then in the evening on day 2, there's going to be a private connection event just for RD entrepreneurs. I'm not going to get into too much detail on this yet, but it's going to be really special and a time for just true connection and conversation. And then on day 3, this is the part that I am so excited about for all of you entrepreneurs that are listening. Day 3 is a full guided business planning day. It is not a presentation, it is a working session. You are going to walk in with ambiguity and you're going to leave with an actual plan for your business for the next 12 months. We are going to work through your financial goals, your offer design, your marketing strategy, and your 12-month calendar. And you're going to be using guided pages that are going to be provided to you in your planner that you can then use again and again and again for business planning in the future. We're going to do a lot of mini masterminding as well in small groups, and they're going to be organized by revenue bracket. So you're actually sitting with people that are at a similar stage in business to you. So you leave with a plan, not just inspiration, a plan. And that distinction is so important to us. And again, you are being grouped with dietitians at the same stage of business as you, so you won't feel like you're too far ahead or far behind. Now, I want to spend a minute on talking about the connection piece and addressing some of the nerves that can happen when we think about going to an event like this, especially if we're coming by ourselves. You know, this sounds great, but I don't know anybody going, and the idea of walking into a room full of strangers is genuinely nerve-wracking. Now, this is so normal, and we have designed this event with that in mind at every single step. From the moment you arrive, there are going to be structures in place to make this easier for you. Your comfort is genuinely our goal. Every single decision that we've made about this event has been run through the filter of, does this make someone feel welcome or does it create friction? So just know that this is all intentional, and you are going to leave with new dietitian friends, real ones, people that you stay in touch with. And I am so excited to meet you too. So let's talk about a couple quick FAQs as well. So questions that we've been getting regularly. Do you need to be a DSC member to attend? No, but DSC members get $100 off their ticket, but you do not need to be a member to attend. However, it's a great time to join DSC if you've been thinking about it, because then you get a discounted rate on your ticket. Now, on the day that tickets go on sale, which is going to be May 2nd, I'll talk about this in more detail in a second, you will get an email from us with your link, if you are a DSC member, to get your $100 off. Do I have to be a Canadian? No, absolutely not. About half of our audience is Canadian, half are US. We expect that the summit will be the same. Come from wherever you are. You do have to handle your own travel, of course, but Toronto is very accessible and very worth the trip. So it's a great accessible airport to get to from really anywhere. So you do not have to be Canadian. Will sessions be recorded? No, they will not. This is a live event, 100% a live event. The sessions are for people who are in the room. Is there a payment plan? Yes, absolutely. We are offering a 4-installment payment plan as well at checkout. I'll talk more about that in a second. What is the refund policy? So tickets will all be final sale, but you can transfer your ticket to another dietitian up until September 1st by emailing us if something comes up. Will there be dietary options? Yes, of course. Do I need to have an established business to come on the Entrepreneur Pass? No. So whether you have a full-time business, something you've been building on the side, or just an idea you keep coming back to, the Entrepreneur Pass is designed for wherever you are in that journey. So let's talk about pricing and how to actually get a ticket. So tickets go on sale Saturday, May 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, I want you to hear me. We currently have double the number of people on the waitlist than we have tickets for. And we do have a cap because there is a capacity on the venue. So we have a cap of about 130 people. We have over 300 people on our waitlist right now. So if you do want to get a ticket, make sure and mark your calendar for Saturday, May 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern, especially the entrepreneur tickets, because we have even fewer of those. We have way more general pass tickets and fewer entrepreneur tickets. So the general pass is $6.99 Canadian plus tax, which includes, again, days 1 and 2, all sessions, all meals, swag bag, planner, headshot, everything. Now that price goes up to $8.49 after July 10th. Now this is plus tax if you are a Canadian. Now if you are a US, you get a huge benefit because the pricing is in Canadian dollars, and because of the exchange rate, it actually ends up being less for you. Now the Entrepreneur Pass is $10.99 plus tax, which includes all 3 days, including the afternoon session on day 2, private connection event, and the full day 3 planning experience. Now this price goes up to $12.99 after July 10th. And again, DSC members get $100 off either pass, and a 4-month payment plan is going to be available at checkout. Now, the best thing about this payment plan is it is interest-free, meaning it is just the price of the pass divided by 4 months. So you can pay in 4 monthly installments, and this is really in order to make it more accessible to you. Now, we also have some buy now, pay later options at checkout too, like Klarna and Afterpay. So you can totally take advantage of those too if you need that. Okay. So the link for the waitlist, that's all you need to do right now is join the waitlist. The link for the waitlist is in the description of this episode. Now, if you're listening to this after the waitlist has gone live, then that link will just take you to the event page, to the ticket page, and they may be sold out, they may be not at that point. But click the link in the description of this video and you can get on the waitlist, or you can just purchase your ticket right now. Okay, I cannot wait to meet you in Toronto. Tickets go on sale on May 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern.